Welcome to Spurs Focus, your go-to spot for daily Tottenham news, transfers, and match updates. Don't forget to support the channel by hitting that subscribe button now. Let's dive into today's top story. It was another week of goals and some frustration for Tottenham, players out on loan across England, Scotland, various countries in Europe, and even South America. Spurs have sent 13 players out on loan to leagues across England, Scotland, Germany, Spain, and South America, with some getting goals, some simply getting the game time they needed, and others struggling for all of the above. The North London club's head coach Thomas Frank will be receiving reports on all of their progress, as he and the club look to decide which ones will be part of its future and which will move on to new challenges. Hamburg fans are saying it's no coincidence that their club's fortunes have improved since Vuskovic'S came into their team. He might only be 18, but the Croatian was everywhere in the 4-0 home win against Mainz on Sunday. Since the teenager's tough debut against Bayern, Hamburg are unbeaten with 2 wins and a draw, featuring 2 clean sheets in the past 2 matches. The Spurs youngster has been named the Bundesliga Rookie of the Month for September. Last week in the 0-0 draw at Union Berlin, Vuskovic'S became the first player in over 5 seasons to win 18 aerial duels during a match in Europe's major 5 leagues, as he won 18 of the 20 duels he contested in the air. Against Mainz, Vuskovic'S has 62 touches of the ball in his 90-minute showing and could be seen celebrating some of the big tackles he made. German media outlet Bild reported last week that Vuskovic'S is still studying for his school qualifications through online learning and learning German and Italian to complement his English and Croatian language skills. Former Spurs boss Martin Jol told Football.London last month, "Christian Romero is a good, decent defender, but I will tell you one thing. The guy they sent to Hamburg, now Luka Vuskovic'S, will be better. Young Min-Hyeok'S has come alive at Portsmouth with back-to-back excellent goals, this time to help Portsmouth beat Middlesbrough 1-0 on Saturday." The South Korean winger caught a shot perfectly on the run on the edge of the Boro box at the weekend, and his strike proved too hot to handle for the goalkeeper, and the 23rd minute effort ended up as the winning strike. It followed Yang's fine half volley in the 2-2 draw with Watford in midweek, and comes after a run of 3 straight starts for Pompey in the Championship. Portsmouth News gave Yang a 7. With the review, Yang was full of energy on the left wing and willing to work hard when Portsmouth didn't have the ball. There was barely anything in between these teams, with chances few and far between, so Yang can feel he is heavily responsible for this huge result. His performances have allowed Portsmouth to miss injured Josh Murphy just a little less. The 19-year-old has now played 238 minutes in the league, as well as 90 minutes at Fratton Park against Reading in the Carabao Cup last month. Manor Solomon missed out on a big match in La Liga as he remained unused on the bench as Villarreal lost 3-1 at Real Madrid on Saturday night. After a promising start to life in Spain, the 26-year-old missed the Champions League match against Juventus as it fell on the Jewish holy day of Yom Kippur. Solomon had been building up his fitness after injury, wiped out his pre-season, and his recent performances from the bench earned him a start against Athletic Club last weekend. But this time around, he watched on from the bench, unused. Moore and Tottenham will be waiting to see how things play out with Martin's successor at Rangers. Alejo Vélez was not able to make it 3 games in a row with a goal for Rosario, but he still made a big contribution with a 90-minute showing in the 2-1 home win against River Plate on Sunday night. The 22-year-old striker is relishing his return to Argentina and his old club. After a couple of unsuccessful loan spells in Spain, Vélez has scored 3 goals in 10 matches for Rosario with 821 minutes to his name. Alfie Devine picked up an assist on Saturday after coming off the bench to help Preston win 2-0 at Charlton in the Championship. Just 4 minutes after coming into the game, Devine burst down the left and waited for the perfect time to pick out Daniel Jebbison to slide home North End's second goal of the game. The 21-year-old's cameo earned him a 7 in the Lancashire Post's player ratings, with the words "made an impact" off the bench with his assist for Jebbison. The midfielder now has 2 goals and 2 assists from his 8 Championships matches so far this season. Will Lankshear got 57 minutes under his belt during Oxford's 2-1 defeat at Watford in the Championship. It has been a tough season so far for United, who sit 22nd the table with just one win from their 9 matches. And the 20-year-old Spurs striker has at least managed 3 goals in those games. Lanks here will be hoping to get back on the goal trail in Saturday's Championship match against Derby County. Ashley Phillips finally played football again with back-to-back 90-minute appearances, as Stoke have drawn their past 2 matches, a 0-0 away at Middlesbrough and then a frustrating one draw at Blackburn on Saturday. Jamie Donnelly got 9 minutes to his name at the weekend after 6 straight Championship matches as an unused substitute for the Potters. After the draw at Blackburn, Stoke-on-Trent Live gave Phillips a 6 for his performance against his former side, saying, "Took a bit of stick from his old fans. Still shaking off a bit of rust, but made some important contributions, defending set pieces before that equaliser." Donnelly also got a 6 with the review, a chance to get some minutes back in his legs for first time since August. Alfie Dorrington was an unused substitute, as Aberdeen won 4-0 at home against Dundee on Sunday. The 20-year-old centre-back has been in and out of the team in recent weeks, either starting or coming on or off at the break. The defender is making appearances though, on the whole with 9 to his name and 601 minutes of football. George Abbott missed out on Wycombe's 2-2 draw at home against Barnsley with a pulled muscle on Saturday afternoon. Abbott has already racked up 746 minutes in 12 appearances for Wycombe, since making the step up to League One with a goal and 1 assist. Damola Ajayi came off the bench for the final 14 minutes of the 1-1 home draw between Doncaster and Burton Albion in League One on Saturday. Ajayi has been getting plenty of experience on his first loan, with 12 appearances and 1 goal, with 429 minutes under the 19-year-old winger's belt. Tyrese Hall just can't stop scoring for Notts County, as he made it 4 goals in 4 matches with his strike against Oldham Athletic in a 3-1 win in League Two on Saturday. The 20-year-old midfielder also picked up an assist during his 65 minutes on the pitch. Hall's goal on 29 minutes was a lovely placed finish, with his right foot into the far corner, and his assist a little poked pass into the run of Alassane Jatta in the 49th minute. Hall has got 447 minutes to his name so far in 10 appearances on his first senior loan. James Maddison knew it was coming. After weeks of assists and electric performances, Mohamed Kudus finally scored his first Tottenham goal, and Maddison's message said it all. "Told you it was coming, my brother." Thomas Frank also couldn't resist a cheeky jab, but Spurs fans are loving every bit of it. James Maddison knew Mohamed Kudus would score his first Tottenham goal sooner rather than later. The Ghanaian forward finally opened his account for his new side over the weekend with a deflected effort against Leeds. Despite having chalked up a host of assists, it took until his 10th appearance for Kudus to score his first goal. But teammate Maddison never lost faith and sent Kudus a touching message on social media. Writing on his Instagram story, Maddison said, "Told you it was coming, my brother," alongside a fire emoji. While Maddison was sure that Kudus would find the net, Kudus has suggested that the goals might now start to flow. He said, "It feels really good, something I've been working on for the past month, to score my first Tottenham goal, and it will open doors for more to come." Sometimes it's not about winning the first ball, it's the reaction for the second ball, and when I went inside I just thought, shoot in the corner. And I'm so glad it went in. Speaking about Spurs' win versus Leeds, Kudus added, "The game was less about tactics, it was about great determination, and who wants it more because they were running and fighting for the ball. We knew that we had to match their intensity. That's what the game was about, and I think every one of us was on top to get the win. I love it. However the opponents want to play, we will definitely match up to that." Away from Maddison, Thomas Frank also gave his verdict. He was full of praise for his new look frontline, but couldn't resist the temptation of a cheeky jibe at Kudus' expense. "I think it looked promising today at times. I liked Xavi Simons as a 10. I think that was his best game for us. There's still more to come, but I think he had some really good actions in there," he said. Mo, again getting his goal, which I'm pleased with. It was about time he scored that goal. But no, I'm so pleased for him. So you just see he looked a little bit more fluid. Kudus will now fly off for international duty with Ghana over the coming fortnight. The African side will take on the Central African Republic and Comoros as they attempt to seal a place at next summer's World Cup. Mohamed Kudus is on fire at Tottenham. After a stunning display and his first goal for Spurs, the Ghanaian star accidentally name-dropped the wrong coach in his post-match interview, but fans didn't care. With 5 assists, 30 take-ons, and now a goal, Kudus is already proving to be unplayable in North London. Mohamed Kudus might need to brush up on the names of the Tottenham coaches after name-checking one with the wrong name after his star performance at Leeds United. The Spurs summer signing put in a man-of-the-match performance in the 2-1 victory at Elland Road. He caused constant problems with his dribbling and strength on the ball down the right, and set up Mathys Tel for his first goal of the season with a perfect pass midway through the first half. The Kudus netted the winner in the second period as he reacted to Pedro Porro's pass down the line, hitting the back of a defender and bouncing into his path. The Ghanaian ran inside and buried a low shot into the bottom right corner of the net after the smallest of deflections, which only served to slow the effort down slightly, and it was his first goal for the North London club. After the game, while talking through the goal for Tottenham's social media channels, the 25-year-old said, "So Pedro got the ball, and I went deep and then he played the ball in behind, but sometimes it's not always getting the first ball. It was reacting to the second touch from the opponent, and then when I went inside, I went with a shot into the corner. It's been something I've been practicing all week with Austin, you know. And I'm glad that it went in. I'm happy for my first goal, and I hope it opens doors for more goals to come ahead. Happy with the 3 points. Although it was a considerate move to name-check the coaching staff, rather than Austin, we reckon Kudus means Justin, as in Justin Cochran, one of Thomas Frank's trusted assistant coaches who came with him from Brentford and works with the attacking players. Cochran is also part of Thomas Tuchel's England coaching setup and came through as an academy coach at Spurs, along with another current assistant coach, Matt Wells. It has been a great start to life at Tottenham for Kudus since his £55 million move from West Ham with 5 assists, and now that first goal for the club. According to Squawka, the Ghana international is the only player to complete 30 take-ons in Europe's top 5 leagues this season, and he has completed at least 11 more take-ons than any other Premier League player. No player in the English top flight has won more duels, 57, or provided more assists than Kudus this term. After the win on Saturday, though, the summer signing wanted to make sure the spotlight was firmly on Tel. I want to give big praise to Mathys because I think it's been a tough month, not playing, but how he carries himself, trains. He's a top professional, and I think you can see today when he got his chance, he was there. So it shows how professional he is, he said. As a player, definitely, it's going to be very difficult, but how he composes himself, manages himself, training, he's so young. And with this mentality, it's really going to help him go far. And I hope that this first goal he has scored is going to open more doors for even better games and more goals coming ahead. I'm really proud of him today.